goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.
Welcome to today's video. This is going to be the informative video of the week, and today we're going to talk about dirty bulking. So, as I started this channel, the first few inquiries I've gotten into training and diet coaching has been, hey, fall's coming, it's going to be winter, let's get big, let's bulk, let's go nuts. I thought this is a good time to kind of address, is the dirty bulk the best way to just pile on muscle? I've done it, I've been there. I'll show some pictures here of when I've done that and what the outcome was. Well, let's run by a few things first. I'm gonna define dirty bulk as the state of just eating like crazy. I mean, you want McDonald's breakfast, you eat it. You want pizza at lunch, you eat it. You want pizza for dinner, you eat it. You just eat and eat and eat and overconsume to the point of there's no doubt you're getting enough calories. You're just piling in food morning, noon, and night with no concern about total calorie amount. That's how we're going to find dirty bulk. I don't like to define foods as necessarily good or bad, but I think that's an acceptable definition for dirty bulk. So, quickly, positives, you get to be a GA, a gluttonous asshole. Do what you want. Gives you freedom to do whatever, right? Just enjoy it. Every meal is just a pleasure fest. And you likely will get enough food. So there's going to be no doubt you're going to be taking in enough nutrients to build the max amount of muscle in that situation. Now, what are the negatives? Probably going to get fat. Probably going to get too fat, right? Most of us want to look good most of the year, even if we're in a mass gain phase. Most people don't want to look fat. It's incredibly unhealthy for most people. You spend up way too much time cutting after you gain all this fat. Well, then you have to spend 6 months trying to cut. And then, the other negative, like kind of with get fat, it's just, you don't look good, right? We all want to look good most of the year if we're in this. So let me come over here. Why do we even do this? It's really because that's supposedly what bodybuilders do, right? And people just started following it. I don't even know why people started following it, but it goes way back, 70s, 80s, 90s, where you bulk, you cut, and then in the early 2000s, that's what it was. Gain 50, 60 pounds and then cut. Gain 50, 60 pounds and then cut. Let's see. It's also a time to be undisciplined. So people that compete, this goes for figure competitors. So you see all the time figure competitors that eat like a squirrel to get ready for a show, and then they just blow up because they've been so disciplined for so long. They just lose control. So this becomes sort of a good way to kind of justify letting yourself lose control. And then non-naturals, I put that up here because it's really the whole bulk and cut. It's more tailored towards people that are taking drugs. If you're a natural, the body composition results are not going to be good. If you are enhanced, you do have more freedom. There's no two ways about it. You have more freedom if you're enhanced, and that's kind of what this is more tailored for, although I still don't think it's a good idea. So, what the heck should you do? Let's say you're a person who's been working out for a while, so you're not a new trainer, you've been working out for a while, and you think, you know what, I'd love to put on 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds of muscle. As you can tell, I'm not for the dirty bulk. So, what do? Well, we know we have to be in a surplus, right? So, that's point number one. You are going to have to be in a calorie surplus. What I suggest is everyone, and when I work with people, I find maintenance, find neutral. What keeps you even? For me right now, eating 2,600 calories a day, Sunday through Friday, and then about 8,000 calories on Saturday. Keeps me right at the 225, 230 range. Stay right there, won't budge. And then I could go up and down from there, right? Steady increases. So using myself as an example, what I would do is I would start as low as adding 200 calories a day. So I like my crazy Saturdays. That's how I make good videos for you guys. So I'm gonna keep that 8,000 calorie day. But maybe the other days of the week I'm at 2,600 calories. Maybe I go to 2,800. See how that goes for a couple weeks. You know, go to 3,000. See how that looks. Go to 3,200. See how that looks. And keep progressing from there. So it's baby steps. Now I did put in here, you can't be scared to eat. So the flip side of that, is, and this is what we see often, is people gain a little bit of fat or they see the scale go up a little bit. Even if it's good weight on the scale, they freak out. And then they'll fast for a day and they'll cut all their carbs. And then they'll say, okay, I'll start my bulk over. And they just spin their wheels. And that's the thing you do have to watch out for. You have to know, if you're going in to want to increase muscle mass, you're going to have to eat a little bit more. You're going to put on some muscle. You're going to put on a little water weight likely. And you are going to put on possibly a little bit of fat.
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers?
So you can't be scared of that. The other thing I do want to mention here, just in general, natural versus enhanced, I don't think the dirty bulk is good for either. So a lot of people from the body composition standpoint will say it's horrible for natural because you don't have the hormones to build the muscle and get as much out of it. I actually think it's worse for the enhanced athlete, mostly because of the health concerns. You got a guy who's pounding all kinds of drugs, bad cholesterol, bad liver values, blood work all over the place, and then you add in a 6,000 calorie a day diet of McDonald's, Burger King, a diet completely lacking of any nutritional value other than calories. It's just a total recipe for disaster. I truthfully think that's a big reason why we see so many health issues with bodybuilders. Terrible diets when they're bulking, all the drugs, and then this yo-yo dieting. It's just not healthy to yo-yo up and down and up and down. So that's my take. I will say this, for someone who's brand new to training, or like I said, if you are enhanced, you do have a little bit of leeway. I know for me, for instance, after running track and after that was over in college, I did do kind of a dirtier bulk for a while, and it was beneficial in a very short period of time. I think sometimes you can pull this off too right after a competition where you can capitalize on a few week period to just bulk up. So that's about it. The last thing I want to say, you will have people that say, well, wait a minute, I did this. I bulked up and just ate everything and I didn't get fat. Generally, they don't really realize it. They started off so lean. Maybe they did end up putting on, I'm just making numbers up, 5 to 8 pounds of muscle, which is great. Then 5 to 8 pounds of fat. And then another 2 or 3 pounds in just glycogen stores. So if they started off super lean, you just can't really tell that they gained that much fat. So they might, to themselves in the mirror, look lean, but in reality, they probably would have been better off slowing their roll a little bit, increasing it slower. So that's my 2 cents on that. Like I said, thought this would be a good topic since that's what a lot of people have reached out to me on so far, since it is going to be those winter months and people are looking for an excuse to eat like crap. So stay disciplined, do it the right way. Questions, comments, leave them below. Thanks. Please like, please subscribe. The channel is growing quickly. Love all the support. Really appreciate the comments. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.